Yes, people, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to Touchline Facts. First and foremost, smash the like button up, hit the sub button up, turn post notifications on so you don't miss an upload or a live stream. I'm joined by Romz. It's early, man. I don't ever stream at this time. I don't think I've ever streamed at 12 p.m. You know what I'm saying? It's early, bro.
The early bird catches the worm, you know what they say.
Yeah. Yeah, what you saying, bro?
And I'm good. Obviously, for me, mad unexpected win yesterday. Much needed win after you and Chelsea dropped points. But other than that, I'm good, bro. Big up everyone inside. Make sure you lot smash the likes on arrival. Pay your rent. You know, it's big up Baron every time.
Yeah, but, smash the likes up, man.
Come on, man. Try to get that. I'm good,
25
bro.
likes, 20 likes. Yeah, I'm good, man. You got your win. Well, you also lost this week, though. You'd lose this week as well. You lost on Sunday.
By the time we did our last show, there's been 2 games.
Yeah.
Touchdown, we're the most. I said it last week. Ourselves, yourselves, Chelsea and Villa, because that's the. Let's be honest, they're the 4 that are gonna go for the 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot, right? So 3 out of the 4 will get the 3rd, 5th, and 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. But for me, even though we won yesterday, and it was a big win, let me actually shed some light on it, because this is a place where the 2 biggest. Say that again.
They haven't lost this season, I don't think.
Hadn't lost. The 2 best teams in the country as it stands, and Arsenal and City both drew there. I think Villa drew there as well. You and Chelsea ain't been there yet, but
we're going to win there, though. You watch. We'll play there and win there.
When do you play? When do you know when you play there?
I think it's back into the season. I think it might be last 4 games of the season. I could be wrong, though. No. Yeah, I think it is last 4 games of the season. I'm pretty sure. It's late in the season, really late in the season.
But yeah, like
we got 36th game after you play you, like the game up week after we play you, and the 35th game week of the season.
Oh, your running's not as easy as I thought then.
No, because we got you lot. That's 3 points. And then, we got you lot. Brentford at home, Forest at home, Brighton away, Chelsea away, Bournemouth away, Leeds at home. We're gonna win some of them games.
Yeah, your running's still favourable. I can't remember whose show I was on the other day, but we looked at it was after the City game, so it was a Monday or Tuesday. I can't remember. We looked at all 4 teams' runnings, and I didn't realize Aston Villas were that tough. They've got us and City their last 2 games.
Yeah, that's what I know that. Yeah, I know that. To be fair, I think that they could beat you at home, but City away should be right.
We ain't beat Villa in our last. Then again, cool. We've not beat them in our last 2, but we're unbeaten in our last 4 because we won, draw. So it's not like they beat us either, but we need to win that game. But back to yesterday, like you and Chelsea dropping points. Sorry, not Chelsea, but yourselves dropping points. No, Chelsea's. See, I keep getting confused with the weekend because I thought the Wolves game. Chelsea dropping points to Leeds to be 2-0 up and to come back at home. This is what I mean. Remember, I kept telling you about Liam, right? I'm not too sure. Like, if you told me who's a shoo-in to get Champions League football at the moment, it's you lot. I know you drew against West Ham, but
I actually said a draw. I actually said we'll draw that game.
I saw your preview and whatnot. I know you predicted a draw, but like still, I just think not even that's a blip. I think Carrot maybe made some changes a bit too late, but I still think they scored off a mistake. If you play them 10 times, 8-9 times out of 10 at their ground, you'd beat them. So I'm not really gonna focus on that United result too much. But Chelsea,
and it's our bogey ground,
yeah, exactly. Your record's not the best, but last, you know, you're right. Actually, maybe I'm being a bit too harsh because I do. You are as well because individual mistakes you can't blame the manager. Yeah. The same thing.
I agree. I'm going Karen.
I don't know. I still don't think. Look, you're right. Actually, you're actually right. I can't blame him for that. But I don't know. You see, with United right now, I'm like, I can see them going on a consistent run. Villa and Chelsea, I just don't. But then like I said to you, we're the most consistent. I'll get my words jumbled. We're the most
consistently inconsistent team.
Yeah, there we go. Go out.
But what I'm saying is, what's it called? What was I going to say? Sorry. Chelsea, your guy Don. I sent you the video. Yeah. The day before the Leeds game was doing the whole once again. We get 5-6 players in that Arsenal team, bro. After they won a few games against Wolves and stuff like that, they got Burnley next week as well, so they'll probably win that game. Unfortunately,
to be fair to him, Touchline, I don't agree with what he said. However, he's been one thing about I'd say YouTube. Yeah, you can have a mad take, but if you're consistent with it, no one can really say anything. he's been saying this even when Chelsea been losing. Like he's not pivoted.
No, he changed it on the football terrace. He said, "Oh, he was wrong." He said he was wrong, and now he's gone back to saying he's right again.
But he said he was wrong.
I swear down, I watch the Friday episode.
I'm gonna have to have a word with him.
I swear down. He said, "Oh, I admitted I was wrong because Terry was pressing him and that," and he said, "Yeah, of course I was wrong. Like I have to admit I was wrong." And now he's changing it again. Like I mean, Caicedo's having a stinky season.
I was just about to say that. I think people aren't making light of that enough. Like I see a tweet and it's that difference with Caicedo and Rice because even though he's going through bad form, I still prefer Caicedo. But I see a tweet, right, and it's true. Difference is Caicedo puts Chelsea at jeopardy this season in isolation. He's putting them in jeopardy. He's getting.
Yeah, I barely ever see Rice get bullied or lose the ball and give the ball away for a goal or something. Like he doesn't do it.
Exactly, doesn't it? And difference is Rice can actually win Arsenal games. He might have like his brace the other day against was it Bournemouth? He might put in his deliveries lately ain't been the best to be fair, but I'll go and say that and they'll probably score off a corner tonight. But
yeah, they probably will.
Rice, I can understand. With me, I never really thought it was a debate, but I can understand why people think Rice is better than Caicedo. But I'm not going to be reactionary. I still think Caicedo is the better player, but I see the argument because he just always seems like, let me not say always, but this season in isolation, I just feel like Caicedo's a bit of a detriment to Chelsea at the moment. And he needs to get back to the Caicedo of last year where he's scoring blinders, he's winning them games, he's winning duels, he's starting counterattacks quickly. He needs to get back to that Caicedo. But back to the top four thing, that was a big win yesterday. I think Konate and Van Dijk were amazing. Robbie's been given a lot of defenses troubled recently. Konate, for me, had him in his pocket. Yes, there was a bit of hustle and tussle, but other than that, them two are good. Bro, it should have been more. Like by half time, it should have been 1 or 2 up. Verts obviously hit the post. I think he had an amazing game. I know, again, I said last week, he's a bit of a flat track bully, but you can't really put Sunderland in that category at the moment because they have been good this season. I think he ran that game. It's just a bit annoying. I wish he got GA with that game. Even look, I'm Gakpo's biggest critic. I can't stand him. I want him gone. How United and Chelsea fans see Garnacho is how I see Gakpo. But it's how you know I'm fair. Credit where credit's due. Shock horror. He was going on the outside multiple times yesterday and actually trying to put balls into the box. Just no one was really there to meet it. But he actually had a decent game. I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Do I still want him sold? Yes. But Gakpo had a good game. Even Salah. Did you hear McLean? Did you watch the game?
Yeah. I turned it off after you scored though. I turned it off. Went to sleep.
But wait, so did you just think we'll go on to win the game?
I said you'd win the game anyways. I said you'd win the game 1-0 or 2-1. I thought you'd win the game. I just had a feeling you'd win.
You did. I remember
I had a feeling you would win that game.
But why did you think we would win?
Just had one of those feelings. You know, been awful. And they've been unbeaten at home. Eventually it's going to end and just happen to be Liverpool.
Did you have the same feeling? Because I know obviously you said you were drawn. You got your club's result right. Do you? Let me actually ask you something quick. I'm going to part the Liverpool thing off yet because I think it's unfair on the United Strand guy. But do you think he's affecting your results?
No, he's not. But he does my nut in the fact that he's getting. Like they're asking Carrick and Bruno in press conferences and stuff like that about him. It does my nut in. Honestly, it does my nut in. And people can sit there and go, "Oh, you're jealous." I'm not jealous. Yeah, it's just I actually think he's a bit of a weirdo. Like, no offense, I do think he's a bit of a weirdo. The fact he hasn't cut his hair because United haven't won 5 games in a row. Like, go out and touch grass, go and touch a woman or something. Like, come on, mate.
I don't know why people are saying you're jealous because if you just grow your hair, it can get to that length anyway. But
no, but they're saying because of the attention he's getting. They'll say that.
Rooney, big up Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, Rooney said it
something spot on. He said basically what he said, it's doing my head in because the minute United do win 5 games in a row, and I think you do that before the end of the season. How many games are left? What, 12?
Yeah, I think so.
I think you'll win 5 games in a row somewhere in 12. This is why I think you'll get third in the end. But Rooney said he's doing my head in because the minute he shaves his head, what relevance does he have? And I was like, you know what? I hear it. And even all of like the bookies are on market now because Bet365 had a market United to win. It said hair today, gone tomorrow. Wait, actually, I don't know. I have to find it in my camera. But it was literally hair today, gone tomorrow. Like all of the bookies are lapping it up as well. But one thing I don't agree with. There's some United fans, obviously not yourself, that are using it as an excuse. Oh, all the attention's going off the team and on him. I was like, I'm sorry. How can a haircut affect your 5th win?
No, the fact that it's only got big because of how bad we've been. That's the only reason it got big. If we just done it straight away, if we weren't that bad under Amram, we would have ended up getting it. You got to smash these likes up, man. Come on, there's 30 people inside. You're only 6 likes. Get these likes up, people. You lot moving mad stingy, bro. Come on, man. What you lot doing? Foden should have got. I saw that he should have been sent off. I won't lie. Have you heard Ange's quotes, by the way?
It's from Ange. Oh, because he did the overlap, didn't he?
Yeah, did he have that? He said that when I came into Spurs, they said the owner at the time said we need to win a trophy. We got champs. We got. It's basically said we got fifth. We got fifth, and I can't do an Australian accent. And they said about 5th place, and then there was like how they still wanted the trophy. I said on those lines. Then he wanted Pedro Neto and Buemu, Semenyo and Gahey, and they got Solanke and 3 teenagers, which is obviously Bergvall, Archie Gray, and I can't remember the other guy they got.
It's come out this morning, isn't it? It wasn't yesterday. I think it's.
Come out this morning. Perfect timing as well because Frank just been sacked.
Yeah, that was inevitable. But by the way, right? Actually, I feel like we're going into too many different things. Then we'll speak about Frank. We'll speak about Frank and Sean Datch a bit later on. Yeah, because I do want to touch on those topics. But that quote, I didn't know he said that. That was a bit mad. But I have no sympathy for Ange because do I think he's a bad manager? No, but he didn't help himself. Like there's horses for courses. He was still persistent to play a certain way when he didn't have the personnel. That's when I knew he lost it because. I think when he had all these players, that first 10 games of the season, when they won that, I think 10 and 11, and Tottenham fans were getting giddy. Oh, not all of them, to be fair. Big ups, level-headed fans like your Sava, your George and whatnot. They weren't. George was level-headed at the time, but Sava kept saying,
George is not level-headed.
No, at that time he was with the 10 out of 11 wins. He's like, look, it's still a long season. If we get to April and in and around, then we can start believing. But after that 10 games, and I think it was Maddison that got injured, then Van der Ven got injured, then it just started. It was like a snowball.
Oh, you're talking about the Ange time.
Yeah, I'm speaking about the Ange season. Yeah. I've always remembered, with me, Touchdown, I'm not reactionary. Just because a bunch of people think one thing, it doesn't mean I agree with them. I still think Ange is a good coach, but he just didn't have the personnel. And when you don't have the personnel, you need to show a bit of tactical nous, and he didn't do that. I'm sorry to go 9 men against Chelsea and still fit your defenders in the half.
No.
It's crazy. It's just crazy. I think he won't get a massive job. He'll probably have to build up his CV again. He'll have to build up his CV again, but he'll get another. Give it another 2-3 years. I reckon he'll get like probably a big job abroad or something.
Bro, this is so shameless, by the way. So shameless, yeah, considering the fact they played Wolves. I can't remember the other teams. Leeds at home. And who's the other teams they played? Yeah, and we played what's it called? Arsenal away, which they played Arsenal twice under Rosinha and lost both of the games, home and away. Yeah. We played City at home, which we won. And we played Tottenham at home, which to be fair, Chelsea would win that 10 men, and we played Fulham at home, which they drew this season. I know they didn't play them under Rosinha, but they drew this season. Do you know what I'm saying? So, bro,
didn't they lose that? I might be bugging. Didn't they lose that game?
No, they drew to
because they lost at the Bridge.
No, actually, they might have beaten Fulham at home. Actually, sorry, no, I'm wrong. I'm thinking Bournemouth.
No,
I got confused.
I swear they lost away.
Yeah, they lost away because Cucurella got sent off in it.
Yeah,
I swear was that the game that Maresca got sacked afterwards? Or he walked away. Might have been. I don't know. Smash these likes up, people. Come on, man. We've got 45 people inside. Only 6 likes. Smash these likes up, man. Top 5 teams say what they are. I guess we'll see, bro. I guess we will see. Man. Have you heard Ratcliffe's comments?
I'm honest. With Slot, I don't have confidence, bro. I genuinely don't. But then I just still think United are the most consistent out of the 4. You lot will get third. I've said that. But Chelsea and Villa, as bad as we are, I can still see them losing a few games. It's just whether we capitalize on it. But no, I saw that. What do you think of them? I don't know if you're a politics channel. I don't know if you like to. Some channels don't like to delve into.
Yeah, I don't. I'm just trying to send it to you, Rockcliffe's comments, because people keep asking about it.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. But at the end of the day, bro, when you're a billionaire, like you think you can say what you want.
Say what you want, exactly.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So he's like
the stick he's getting
you can't cancel him in it, like pretty much, because he's just got so much money.
Yeah, because me personally, that's why I actually do want to mix politics with ball, because I don't really like doing that. Like,
but
if I'm on a football show,
people are gonna try and like use it as a point scoring thing. I promise you, 90% of billionaires probably agree with him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, they're billionaires, they're for a reason.
I've always said billionaires are dodgy. They're up there where they are for a reason. They do backdoor. That's why I know you always go on the 115 City are going to get charged, and I agree with you. I do think they.
Oh, they ain't gonna get done though, because they're in bed with the British government. Allegedly. Do you get what I'm saying?
Obviously, bro, I agree with you.
Check fucking Khaldun. What's his name? Khaldun. Yeah, the you know the Khaldun guy that does the interviews.
Yeah.
Doing things with Trump, bro. The type up literally two weeks ago. He was doing a meeting with Trump. Do you know what I'm saying? This is true, bro. They're not going to get done for anything. So when I got City fans telling me, "Oh, we're innocent until proven guilty," and all this stuff, I'm like, bruv, I know you're not going to get done for it because you're in bed with the guy. But look how powerful they are. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? They're billionaires for a reason. They're powerful.
But this is what I mean, right? I've not done my due diligence with all the clubs, but I know Clear Lake had been in something dodgy. If you see FSG with Standard Chartered, we had something dodgy going on with them. Every big club, every billionaire has done something a bit dodgy. That's why that's why I don't really like to do the moral high ground stuff. Oh, our owners are clean and yours and yours aren't. It's like, if you really do your research, you'll probably find like something bad with most owners.
Are you talking about Brendan Rodgers? Talking about Brendan Rodgers about Celtic?
Who, me or him?
No, this guy saying both of the successors sacked in the same season. About Ange, because he said both of Ange's successors. Obviously, Frank's been sacked, but I'm pretty sure he's talking about Brendan Rodgers next. I think Brendan Rodgers took over after he left Celtic, and then got sacked.
I think he means Forest and because remember Ange was at Forest for a bit. I think people forget. Big up.
Forest. Dyche has been sacked as well, which is meant. I didn't expect that. I can't.
Guess who their first game is?
It's Liverpool, isn't it?
Yeah, we got them.
Yeah, they're your bogey team, though, isn't it? They haven't lost to you in 4 games.
So they've been in the Premier League 3 seasons. We've won, drawn, and lost. It's just they're a weird team. Do you know what? We've got a better record. We've got a better record away at Forest than we do at Anfield.
Yeah, I remember Darwin Núñez last minute.
Yeah, that's our only win.
Yeah, that's the same week. That's the same week we beat them as well. We beat them in the FA Cup last minute as well. Casemiro header.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, Romz touchdown, big up, bro.
But last season was 1-1. May he rest in peace. Jota and that was a big point. We needed that point. 1-1 with Jota. The year before that, we beat them. Darwin Núñez header. The year before that, they beat us 1-0. Forgot who scored. Was it Awenini? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah. No, are you talking about the Klopp season?
Yeah. So
2022, 2023.
Yeah, so we won, drawn, and lost at their place.
Oh, right. You got to tell, bro. They're your bogey team, bro. It's what I'm saying. Everyone has like bogey teams. Like every big team has bogey teams, isn't it? We beat Fulham at home. We drew with City as well. Big up Ahmed, man. Big up Tyrell as well, brother. That's it.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Frank and Dyche. Oh, red dot. Pep, it didn't allow you job with billions. Billions are fired, bro. Listen, smash the likes up, people. As I say, we've got 50 people inside, man. You're only 11 likes. You're not moving actually really stingy. You're moving like Liverpool. Do you get what I'm saying? You're moving like Slot and Salah this season. Salah's got like 10 GA, by the way, in the Premier League. He's not actually that finished, is he?
It's more. I'm saying? It's
no, in the Premier League.
13 GA in 26 games. Even I didn't.
That's in all comps, though. That's in all comps, though. That's in the league. It's 10. League. Oh no, he hasn't played 26 games.
No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, he can't play 26 games.
I was just deepening.
Yeah, I'm saying, but that's why stats are deceiving. I thought Verts played well yesterday.
Very well, bro. Like I said, and this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're just a GA guy, you'll check if he got GA. He had a shit game. If you actually watch the game, and this is a ground that not a lot of play. Look. There's not a City player that had a performance that Verts did. There's not an Arsenal player that had a performance that Verts had at Stadium of Light. I don't think they can.
Yeah, they can't do that. That's a click. If someone said that, that's clickbait, bro. If they can't penalise United,
I think someone's got emotional about the comments and just probably spouted that and wanted.
Yeah, there's no chance. The FA aren't gonna. What could they even do anyways? What are they gonna do? Deduct points of United? Well, they can't even do that because FA don't run the Premier League, but. Like,
because that's like his political viewpoint and got nothing really to do with.
All I'm saying is, though, is I never hear this energy for the Glazers. Yeah, I've never like Ratcliffe since he's got here has got so much like bad like the media backlash from the media on Ratcliffe throughout his time here. It's been way worse than what the Glazers have got, and the Glazers are 10 times worse, even on a political basis as well. work. They don't just say things and stuff like that. They do mad stuff. So, like, yeah, they won't penalise us for that if they're not going to penalise the Glazers for what they've been doing for the past 15 years. Do you get what I'm saying? And again, Ratcliffe's a hypocrite because he's literally friends with the Glazers who have been doing terrible stuff to my football club for the last 20 years. Liverpool are keeping tabs on Marnie, the Wolves guy.
He's been in good form. I believe big up Ashley, but I don't know. I believe that. Where's that from, bro? What journalist is that from? Because if it's for Shies or Santi JFM, they're all.
He's a fraud.
Especially
he's a fraud, bro.
They get 90% things wrong. 90%.
He's a fraud. This is not true, by the way. This is not true. This is definitely not true. They're not nowhere near.
I think they got M16 because obviously Liverpool fan like myself. I think he might be getting his emotion in because obviously FSG should have done more for us. But then trust me, do your research. What I will say
near as bad as it goes.
Standard Chartered thing. I'm not going to repeat it on stream. Like do your research, but that deal that we did with Standard Chartered and extending it, that's a bit mad.
Is it to do with war in the Middle East?
Yeah, and they'll
I'm not. Obviously, we can't really. I don't really. Don't want to go down that rabbit hole, but like the Glazers are well and truly involved as well. If you do your research on that stuff as well,
yeah.
So
no. Ours wasn't. Sorry. It wasn't to do with the Middle East. It's to do something to do with China. I can't remember exactly what it was. I've not actually read the article in a while, but I just know when we signed that Standard Chartered, even the Scousers went crazy. That we shouldn't be signing a deal with them. Why have we extended? Because they've been our shirt sponsor now, Touchline, since. We left Carlsberg in 20.
Are they still your shirt sponsor? Oh yeah,
our kit sponsors obviously Adidas, but our shirt. Like for the big clubs, mainly the top 6, we have like 4 different sponsors. You have a shirt sleeve sponsor. You have like a training ground sponsor. Because you remember you lot used to have Aon.
We have collar on the sleeve. I don't know if that's how you say it. We don't have Chevrolet anymore. We have Team Viewer. Then you have Adidas, and then I think there's one more that we've got.
But there's a training kit sponsor as well because Standard Chartered, we've been with them since 2010. So that's coming on to 16 years. But I think we extended the deal 2 seasons ago. But our training kit, as you can see here, is AXA. Like our training kit sponsor AXA, but that's also our ground. Like they sponsor our training grounds, the AXA Training Center. But I know like Arsenal, for example, have Visit Rwanda. I think they ended that deal. They have the Sobe Dubai thing now. But like all clubs, especially the top 6, they like to have many sponsors: a training ground sponsor, a training kit sponsor, and then your match day sponsor as well. It's just all obviously all different revenues of money. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, they're all. If you want me to be honest, they're always as bad as each other. Actually, I'm not actually M16. I just think all owners are dodgy. That's why when all this City stuff came out, we know like they don't have enough fans to generate some certain things. Yeah. We know they're.
There was bare empty seats last night.
Yeah, but to be fair though, I'm not going to be ignorant. Big Steve was telling me on Big Six. You don't believe him?
He's lying. They had empty, Romz. They had empty seats 20 years ago in 2006 when they had 35,000 at Etihad. They don't have fans. That's the reality. He can make up a lie that they're trying to boycott the ownership. They've had empty seats for 20 years, bro. When tickets were like 20 quid. Yeah, they've had empty seats for years, bro. It's a lie. He's lying. He's just trying to do the whole we can boycott and you can't. The Glazers are still there. You've been protesting 20 years. Like, do you get what I'm saying? They got lucky, bro. They got a sugar daddy. Yeah, they only got that stadium because it was paid for by the taxpayer. Yeah, for the Commonwealth Games, and then they just gave it to Man City afterwards because what else they can do with the stadium? They just knocked down Main Road, and then they can't fill the stadium up. And then he's got people sitting there. So they built a new stand in. Now they're saying that it's because we're boycotting because of we can't afford tickets. No, you've been out, bro. I remember 10 years ago they played you and lost 4-1. They had bare empty seats. Do you get what I'm saying? They've had empty seats for years, bro.
Even the other day, Brighton, yeah, you could start to see the sponsor in the seats. You remember when they slapped Arsenal one year and you could start to see the cannon at like 60th minute, yeah? When I watched the Brighton game the other day and they drew 1-1, you could see it then. But I thought I thought this was legit, obviously, what Big Steve and MCF Stas was speaking about. But fair enough. Look, we all know they don't have as much fans. So, like I said, when the whole 115 came out initially, I was like, I said it from early. Nothing's gonna happen to them. Do we know they're dodgy? Of course, but nothing's gonna happen to them. And the reason why I don't also like to do the moral high ground stuff because when people start digging into your owners, they'll find a whole load of stuff as well. So that's why when it comes to that stuff, I kind of keep quiet. We're all dodgy. Even the Cronkies. My boy was telling me something about the Cronkies as well, but they've done stuff dodgy. That, do you know what I mean? They just all have like you said, touchline at the start of this segment. They are billionaires for a reason. They didn't get there by accident. Do you know what I mean? They did not get there by accident. See, M16, big up, brother. But I knew you got emotion into it. Obviously, if you're speaking about, but to be fair, M16, even if you're going to speak about success on the pitch and whatnot, they're still been better than the Glazers. The whole reason why United have been protesting for so long is to get the Glazers out. One thing with FSG, say what you want about them. Should we have reinvested when we're at the top? Yes, but we've had our highest ever revenue turnover. We've had a new training ground. They've built a new stand in our ground, and we've seen 2 Premier Leagues and a Champions League. I don't like
the Glazers are nothing of that. None of that, by the way.
Exactly. I don't like when Liverpool fans act like they're all bad. Yes, they needed to reinvest them at the top. But also M16, let's be honest, even with Klopp, and listen, the greatest manager we've seen, depending on how old you are at. But Klopp was complicit as well. There was times he was given money he didn't want to spend. Remember the summer he came out and said, I don't need a midfielder. Then 6 months later, he said, you know what? The fans were right. Maybe I do need a midfielder. It worked hand in hand. And if we're being honest, M16, when we've needed a player to like take the first team to a new level, your Alisson, your Van Dijks, obviously, Wirtz and Isak is taking a bit of a while, but they do give the money. It's not like they don't give the money. That they do front the money if we need to. Naby Keita, I know he was a failure, but 62 million at the time was quite a lot of money, bro. So we can't just always look at the negative and not look at the positive. We need to be balanced.
And if your argument is the fact they haven't sacked a manager who won you the league, by the way, well, to be fair, it's Ratcliffe, to be fair, not the Glazers, but my owners kept Ten Hag. My owners kept Ollie for 4 years and he didn't win a trophy. So same logic applies.
Ollie was at you for 4 years. Surely it couldn't have been that long.
No, never mind. It was 3 years. Sorry, 3 years. No. Yeah, it was
2.5.
No, it was 3 years. It was 3 years. It was the end of 2018 to end of 2021. And yeah, I have seen it, bro. I find it hilarious how they get so rattled, by the way. They sit there and pretend they don't get rattled by it, but they do 4 or 5 minute videos. Yeah, because everyone says they ain't got fans. Yeah, the reality is, Daps admits it. Daps says we're not a big club. That's why we're not a big club as United. So that's why we got empty seats. Yeah, but bro, these are doing fucking 5-minute monologues about how it's because we've been to Wembley. This one, they can't sell out Wembley because they've been to Wembley so many times. United went to Wembley 60 times in 20, and then they go to Arsenal fans. They went to Arsenal fans. But we went to Wembley. We've obviously Arsenal was London fans. Wembley's in London, so it's easier for them to get to the Man City fans. But it used to be in Cardiff, the FA Cup finals. He said we used to sell out then. Do you get what I'm saying? So again, they make it every excuse under the sun, other than the fact they can simply just say, yeah, they cheated. They facaded their revenue. Yeah, they don't have many fans. They have probably less fans than I've got views on YouTube, which is about 1 million. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like, come on, man. Do you know what I mean? Of course, they don't call that City because, bro, again,
Spurs got a bigger fan base than them. One City fan the other day, I see on Twitter trying to say, I don't know why Spurs fans are piping up. We're a bigger club and we got more fans. That you might be a bigger club, but Spurs fan base is really big. They've got global fans. Yeah, we banter them, but if we're being honest, yes, it's not as big as Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, United. But if you're going to talk fan bases in the country, maybe Everton got a massive fan base as well. I know they've not been successful in the last 30 years, but they still have we know when Premier League do them like episodes of fans in other countries, sometimes them random episodes and that. Everton do have quite
Everton have got a big fan base as well. Most of Liverpool's full of Everton fans.
Yeah, that's true. Because even whenever I'm there and the cab drivers and that is you do know, like, in this actual city, there's more Everton than Liverpool. And do you know why I think that's somewhat true? Whenever I'm in Liverpool and
Everton used to be a big club, used to be a big
massive club. And do you know what's mad as well? Obviously, I only go there on a match day, so the city is red for the match day. Obviously, you'll get the tourists coming in, going in city centre, etc.
Yeah, because you guys don't play it, and Everton don't play on the same day in it at home. You can never play.
Exactly.
They never do it. They do the same with us in City. I didn't even know that until recently. They do it with us in City. You never play the same day at home.
But then you and City are a bit further apart. Like so their old
Everton
ground
and
was just across
Liverpool.
Stanley Park,
Yeah.
and then their new grounds at the Docks. But it's still quite like with the way I walk to Anfield. You get on a certain
United
road.
don't play in Manchester.
Oh, yeah,
They're just outside it. Just outside of Manchester.
Outside. But like with what do you call it? Everton, like they're selling out their ground easily, their new ground. I know a lot of their fans think it's a bit soulless. Have you seen their record at their new ground, by the way?
It's terrible. Their home record is terrible.
It is poor. It is
their
actually poor. I think they've only won, correct me if I'm wrong in the chat, but I think they've won 3 league games there.
Yeah,
probably. I think it's about 3 league games.
We've got them next there, so I'm saying we're beating them.
Monday night, innit? When I was checking my fantasy,
it's so long, bro. We've got to wait 13 days so another. Well, now it's 13 days, now become 11 days, quickly like that. Do you get what I'm saying? But because obviously FA Cup weekend. To be honest, do you not think they should put FA Cup in the week for like this for the early times, like for the early rounds?
Didn't they used to do that?
I have no idea. I think FA Cup's always been in the weekend from what
Actually, no, you're right. Replays were midweek.
Thanks, you lot are smashing these likes up, man. Come and get these likes up to 20 likes, but what we doing? What we saying about Baleba now? I still want him, mate. Hopefully he's getting that price range down. That Fabian guy, I don't like him. Yeah, and Fabian's going to get sacked soon, anyways. Yeah, just sub them off. Yeah, he's going to get sacked. He's 1 in 12. And a lot of their fans want him out. But what's it called? What's I going to say? Baleba, yeah, got hooked off again last night after 20 minutes. Yeah, the guy just doesn't like him, bruv. That you don't hook a player off.
20.
Yeah, he hooked him off for 20 minutes. He started crying. I think he was crying and stuff like that, bro. Because
wait. Was he injured or anything, or just took him off?
No, he just hooked it off because he got a booking, and then he hooked him off for it, and he brought on Milner. He's been booked. He's been hooked off before half time or around about half time.
You know,
like 4, 5, 6 times this season, and yeah, he needs to go United. And to be honest, hopefully it lowers the price, but you never know with Brighton.
Touchdown, that makes sense because I watched the first half of City then, obviously, because we were the later kickoff. We kicked off literally when all the first half ended, we kicked off at 8:15. All the other games were actually, I think Palace game got delayed, but all the other games were scheduled.
Yeah, they got delayed. I don't know why.
Traffic in the area that I was hearing. But
they're awful, by the way. I told you about them going down soon, bro. Not this season. Next year, they're awful.
He did say that because even Laura Wood said, because I was watching the Liverpool coverage as well, and she was like, "Oh, the Palace game's been delayed by 15 minutes because of traffic in that area." And she's like, "That area is disgusting." And she's like, "I can say that because I lived there." In terms of traffic on a match,
I'm in Selhurst.
I'm 20 minutes to hear that.
You live in
she said it as well. She's like, "I used to live there, like." Couple years
sorry
ago.
to hear that for her, mate. You know what I'm saying? Living in the slums of Selhurst, bro. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of a worse thing to do.
Oh, it's
you know what I'm saying? True, bro. But yeah, it's true from Son, innit? Go on, bro.
But I was gonna say with when I was watching the City game a bit, one of the commentators said James Milner has now matched Gareth Barry as the most most appearances. And I thought, but they said it early. I checked the time. It was like 8:05. No, sorry, it was like 10-8. I was like, it's only been 20 minutes of that game. I didn't know it was Baleba to get taken off. I actually didn't know that.
He got subbed.
By the way, big up Milner to play 20+ seasons, and now he's gonna make it.
Barry started like 200 more games or something like that. A lot of Milner's games are him coming off the bench. Yeah. So, big up to Milner for that. Yeah, I'm saying great achievement in that. But Baleba, hopefully his price comes down and we still get him for 50-60 million because he's obviously not a bad player. And the manager doesn't like him for whatever reason, whether it's to do with the fact that he wants him sold, whether it's to do with the fact that, he feels like maybe he's down in tools since he got the United, the wanting to join United. And so I don't know. Baleba's a decent player. Baron, you also said Mainu's shit. And now look, bro, do you get what I'm saying? Look at him. Balling out every week.
Aaron also said Camavinga. I know you're not his biggest fan, but I'll die on this hill. I still think
Camavinga's a decent player, but he's just injury prone and inconsistent.
Tchouaméni, because he said earlier in the stream that I still want Tchouaméni. I'm all right with that. That ship sailed. Asked me 2 summers ago.
He keeps trying to sell his shit, bro, to us, man. It doesn't make sense. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense, bro. Like, he keeps trying to sell me Bellingham and all that. Listen, bro, you're stuck with them. Do you get what I'm saying? I keep telling Madrid fans, they're stuck with him. Do you get what I'm saying? They're stuck with him, bro. They sell shirts.
And do you know what's mad? It's not even just that they're stuck with them. these players will have to be humble enough to know that they'll have to take a pay cut.
Yeah,
elsewhere.
you ain't getting 300k a week somewhere else.
Yeah.
And if you are, the club who plays.
Oh, the
better
only
than
way you'll
300k a
do that
week,
unless you do at Özil where they're still playing very good at Madrid and they want to leave because obviously.
Yeah, but Ozil was miles better than Jude Bellingham.
No, of course.
There's a Bruno Ozil debate, by the way. Who do you think's better, Bruno or Ozil?
Ozil, man. Bruno's more productive though, but
in the Premier League though, no, I don't think he's more productive. I think Ozil.
Wait, in the Premier League, Bruno. But who do I think's the better player in that? Ozil for me. Ozil.
Yeah. But I think Ozil is more productive though than Bruno. Ozil has in like his career, I think he's got like
in his career, yeah. But in the Premier, Bruno clears him. Ozil didn't really play for Arsenal in his last 18 months at all.
Bro, Ozil for me, as much as he was very good for those 3 seasons at Madrid. Yeah, and the World Cup campaign and all that stuff. He is bang. He's banger. He's one of those tech guys. Like he's the eye test guys.
Yeah. For me, he had 4 top seasons. Yeah, his last 2 at Madrid, his first 2 at Arsenal fans will even tell. His first 2 at Arsenal were ridiculous. But after 15-16, about from 6, because that's when he got. I can't lie, Giroud stitched him. He was on 17 assists.
No, but this is a big lie, yeah. That Giroud stitched him. He created 3 big chances for Giroud that entire second half of the season. He just ghosted himself. Giroud actually created more chances for Ozil than Ozil created for Giroud in the back end of that season.
Are you sure?
Yeah, that's true. It's a big lie. It's a lie by Arsenal fans. Everyone believes, but it was actually Ozil who just started ghosting second half of the season. And Ozil, the thing with him, he always got a nosebleed on big away days. Always got a nosebleed on big away days.
You know what? The only game he did it in, but again, it's Carabao Cup. I was there, the 5-5 game. It's the first time I met all the AFTV lot.
Oh yeah, with that little back flick that he did for the goal or something. That was sick.
Even Saka was top that day. To be fair, and that's me being. I'm not even Saka's biggest fan, but without GA, Willock and Ozil that game, they were top. They were top. They were top. But again, we played that under strength.
Yeah, Ozil was obviously a better player than Bruno, innit? But it's more of a conversation than people make out. And like you see, like KDB clears Ozil. I don't care how technically good Ozil is. KDB's better than him. KDB's done more than him.
I agree.
KDB's done more than him. Do you get what I'm saying? Like maybe Ozil in his prime is better, but that's about it.
PFC said, I don't know how far you're on the chat. He said Romz Liverpool need end out of Everton. Baller, I agree, but Everton won't sell to us, and if they do, they're gonna quote us. They're going to extort us, even with the Branthwaite thing. Yeah, I remember he was getting quoted to United for about 70. Correct me if I'm wrong. Touchdown.
Yeah, it was, and I didn't want him. I said, "Oh, I don't want any mid-table."
Then they try to say to us, "We're not listening to any offers that are below 9 figures." Like they always try and extort us. Always.
Yeah. Did Messi have the first? I imagine Messi had the most.
Oh yeah, because even 2008, where was he at? Werder Bremen.
Ozil was the assist king, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, that guy was cold. I'm not saying he wasn't, but bro, when he came to the Premier League, after about 2 seasons, he just and he never done it in big away games and stuff like that. He was just at home to Norwich and that.
Big up Lee Gunny. He always said it as well. Ozil, I think
like
people overrate him for what he was because the way, like you said, home getting to the Emirates. I think he bullied everyone. He's bullied us twice there, yourselves. Chelsea, he done it against the big teams at Emirates, but away from home, you're right. Touchdown. I can't remember a big performance. Obviously, I'm not an Arsenal fan, but I can't. You know, sometimes with players, you still know that big away performance they had. I can't remember a big away Ozil performance. I'm genuinely trying to think.
Yeah, no, I agree, and obviously he had that final as well. With the Europa League final where he come off, got stinker in it and stuff like that, and he just sat down and just sulk. Regards to this question, by the way, you've got more chance of me signing for Chelsea tomorrow than Alvarez going Chelsea. He left Man City for game time and because Argentinians, stereotypically, don't like the weather in England.
Yeah.
And he didn't like the weather in England. He's not coming back to England, and if he is, he's not going to Chelsea. You're not going to buy him. He's on probably about 300k a week at Atletico because they pay mad wages. They paid 100 million for him. I promise you now, there is 0 chance of him joining Chelsea Football Club. Do not get your hopes up.
Another thing as well, Ashley, forget even his wages.
He wants to go Barca.
I don't even think you lot would even want to pay the sum.
Yeah, because they made 100 million for him, so they want to make a profit at least of 34 million.
Exactly. Unless Chelsea will do that amortization thing where maybe they give him I don't even know why we're deliberating this. I just don't think he'll forget even Chelsea, like you said, touchdown. I was going to say what you said. He just doesn't want to come back to England. He wants to stay where there's more.
I reckon he goes Barca if they can afford him.
And do you know what? What motivation would he even have? Because how many? He won the treble at City. Did he win 2 leagues or what? It was 2 leagues he won at City, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
he won 2. He was really been pivotal in the second league. To be fair, he got like 40 GA in the second league.
Yeah, I think he's quite. You know what? In a market of nines, which is quite diabolical at the moment, he's one of the better nines. If you want a nine that will literally elevate your team, it will be. I'd say I don't rate Osimhen, but again, because the 9 market is a bit dead, they're like the 2 better nines, you would say.
Yeah, he's quality.
That
He's
are
quality,
available.
but
That are available.
he ain't coming back to England. And I'm saying I don't know where he ends up, but he ain't coming back to England, innit? Us away game was still a thing for us. Oh wow, I can count all of his good away games on us from our hands. So I'm saying he had a nosebleed every away game, bro. Obviously, I remember the assist he had for Ronaldo when Ronaldo scored against Barca and the karma celebration to win him the league. That one was
Yes.
That was cold as well, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Ronaldo.
For me, his top seasons were again the last 2 at Madrid first. So we're talking about 2012 to about 2016. That's when I think that's prime Özil, because within that you have the World Cup. You had the Euros as well. Did he get picked for the 2016 Euros? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, they did, but they got grouped.
Yes, and he was a bit underwhelming that Euros, isn't it?
I imagine so. I think Neuer had I think they lost to Poland that year. I'm sure they did. They might have lost to Poland. I remember Lewandowski scored against them. They had a stinky tournament after the World Cup. In fact, they were stinky for years after the World Cup they won. The World Cup, I think the World Cup in 2018, I think they might have got grouped. Did they get grouped in no, they didn't get grouped in. Did they get they did get grouped in 2022 World Cup, no?
Yeah, I think they did.
They might have done. I can't remember.
And there was a lot of outrage from I think they did. Or if they didn't get grouped, they got knocked out of the earliest knockout stage. I think they got knocked out.
No, but there was that point where Spain and them were losing, and then they were both 3rd and 4th, and then obviously Spain brought it back and won. But I'm not sure if they did or not. Could be wrong.
Tonali, where do I think Tonali? Big up PFC, by the way. I think again he goes abroad. I think
South Korea beat him, so they must have knocked him out. No, that wasn't for the World Cup though, because South Korea had Portugal in their group. No, I'm getting confused.
Yeah, that was either 2018 or 2022. I can't remember what World Cup it would have been in.
Yeah, I don't know where Tonali ends up. I wouldn't mind Tonali at United. We're linked with him, Anderson, Walton. I think Walton's more what you lot need. Yeah. I don't know where he ends up to.
We're gonna go for an out and out DM. I think a DM that can play. Which again, the market's very saturated for that. But Walton,
yeah, we've already got Mainu in it, so.
I think he's the main criticism, right? In football fans, touchdown, recency bias is such a big thing. How could people say he's dead because he wasn't playing? Do you know how stupid that sounds? Deep it. Oh, Mainu's dead. He doesn't even play. Well, how can you even rate him if he's not playing? Like it just didn't make sense.
Oh, he can't start ahead of Ugarte. What? So is Ugarte better than him then? And if you say Ugarte's better than him, you want your head checking, mate. In fact, no, if you get your head checking, you want your entire body. In fact, you should be. Do you know what? You should be locked away. Like if you think Ugarte was better than Kobbie Mainoo, you should be locked away. And I mean, like literal prison time for that. Do you get what I'm saying? Because you don't have the right. You shouldn't be allowed on the streets of England. Do you get what I'm saying? Having an opinion, actually being able to vote in a political debate or something, doing anything. Do you get what I'm saying? Even buying food. Do you get what I'm saying?
Am I going mad? Don't you think Mainoo had a good Euros final? Someone said to me he wasn't good in the Euros final.
He was the best, England's best player in the Euros, was he not? England's best player.
No, not the Euros campaign. He was wicked, but I mean the final in isolation. My boy said, he wasn't all that. Again, he's a Arsenal fan, so I think he was a bit salty. But he's like, Mainoo wasn't all that in the Euros final against Spain. I was like, I'm not going to say he had an amazing game. I think he had a solid 6 or 7 out of 10, bro.
I get Baleba. I want Baleba and a Tonali or an Anderson. That's what I want. I want physical midfielders. I've already got my ball playing midfielder in Mainoo.
Wait, so you took out your touchdown. Do you watch Love Island as well?
Yeah, I do.
You know what? Big up Datsa Matisse. During lockdown, Datsa Matisse used to do watch-alongs. Ask Datsa, he'll tell you. Datsa Matisse used to Love Island. I watch it as well, we could even run up separate content to that. Someone just said, what are your thoughts on Hurricane Bell Part 2?
Yeah, no, he always asks me about it. If I'm gonna start running up watch longs for Love Island, I have to do it on Twitch. I'll probably do it on Twitch, which I need people to run up. Make sure you lot are following the Twitch and that.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro, I do watch Love Island. Yeah, bro, I can't stand her, bro. She does my nutting. She does my
Always
nutting.
shouting, always effing.
No, do you know what it is? You know what it is? Yeah, she says to. Have you watched last night's episode?
Yeah.
She said to Scott, that our friendship's not built on trust, and that trust is gone and all that stuff. I know, you know what it is. I think her ego's just hurt that he rejected her. That's what it is, and she's just using that as an excuse to make out that she don't like him, or because she's hurt her ego's.
You know what it is as well. I think I'm not saying she's ugly or anything, but I think she thinks she's better than what she is. But do you know what? Yeah, you know I have to move off this because obviously you got international fans, and some of them are thinking, "What the fuck did these two speak?"
Yeah. Well, Love Island ain't international because ITV is only in the UK.
Yeah, but then we can watch other ones like Love Island. I've not watched them, but like the Australian one. In fact, they might be able to watch. I don't think
they can. You can't watch ITV in other countries. Maybe you can actually. I don't know. But I don't think you can.
No, but I think you'll be able to if you download a VPN and just set your location.
Yeah, but the thing is, who's going to download a VPN to watch Love Island? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
no, you're right.
Yeah,
do you know what
that's
it is?
mental though. What they were doing watch-alongs for fucking Love Island.
Do you know what it is? This is to the chat, yeah. That obviously when I watch it with my missus and that, like it's just on. So I just watch it. It's just you know what I mean. But yeah,
that's crazy. That's crazy. They were doing watch-alongs for Love Island. That's mental.
Oh, that's bro. They got numbers. That's a Matisse. This is when Dax used to have the setup where he stood up. I don't know if Dax showed you his old setup, but he would stand up. And like the camera would come from like he'll do it in like a spare room, but the camera would come from above. But him and Matisse were doing Love Island. They did it for a whole of. I think it was Amber's series. I don't know how many series you've watched, but I think it was Amber's series. They did it.
You watch Love Island, the men and women all have Islam. You watch Love Island, I do. Yeah, Love Island's calm, innit? So that's mad. I didn't know they did watch. How are they doing it in lockdown? If there was lockdown, then surely there'll be no watch long. No way they did that. That's crazy. Oh my
yes,
gosh.
them two was a part of it as well. Yeah.
Oh.
You know, actually, big up. It was all four of them. It was all four of them, bro.
I might have to start doing it then.
I'm gonna try and find it and I'll send it to you. Just watch it.
What can you stream Love Island though on Twitch? Have I done on Twitch? Yeah, because you know Tyreek is, isn't it?
Yeah,
he was on Love Island.
That's a friend of mine.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, he was on Love Island. And I watch his streams on Twitch sometimes, and he's streaming the Love Island thing as well as
I don't know if it's because they let him do it. I'm not that savvy on Twitch. I'm not 100% sure. Twitch should let you. I know YouTube can't because the way Dax and Matisse would do it, they'll just both be watching it but speaking to one another.
Like how I do my football watch longs.
Yeah. How you do football watch along? In fact, type it up. Or I can't remember if it was on. I think it was on Matisse's channel, Love Island Watch Along, and type in Ma, and it should come up.
It's crazy. Them people on that. Them Barbie. Yeah, no. Listen. That it's actually quite a good show. To be fair, when sometimes obviously entertainment and stuff like that. Let's get Ron. What are you saying? You got Love Island?
No, I'm not going on there. I couldn't. You know what I mean? My girl just stumped me. I thought you got on this thing to stump me, but
I mean, you could be like Young Bull when he dumped Summer, and then was it named Summer? I think, and he's jumped back on there straight away, and she's doing
done a podcast recently. Do you know what? Yeah, big up Young Bull. I got he's an Arsenal fan though, die hard. Like he goes Emirates and that, but.
This is true as well. Putting talk is boring. Let's do gal talk. I swear down.
You know what? Jokes aside, you could do the live streaming on Twitch, but if you wanted to do reviews on YouTube, I'm down. I watch it. Like I watch it every night. So
yeah.
I don't, if that's something.
No, but it's because this is a football channel, isn't it? You know what I'm saying? So the algorithm just wouldn't algorithm.
Wait, are you a reality TV guy in general? Like I'm a celeb, Big Brother. Like, do you watch that?
No, I don't watch I'm a Celeb. I can't watch I'm a Celeb. I just don't watch it, bro. They're eating like testicles and stuff like that. I can't. Nah.
No, but I don't watch it for the.
They had Nigel Farage on there. Do you remember Nigel Farage was on there? And he was talking to Nella Rose, and she was like, "I heard that you're racist," and she said, "Who said that?" And who else is on there? Who else is on there? There's been bare people on I'm a Celeb, bro.
In history, there's been bare like. Boxers have been on there. Dennis Wise was on there. Footballer.
Oh yeah.
Kieran Dyer
was on there.
Eubank, Kieran Dyer that used to play for Newcastle. There's been people from all walks of life, bro.
I watched Locked In. Have you watched that?
No, but I heard it's good. I heard it's very good.
Tyreek was on there, like the most recent one, I think.
There's two. I think locked in's by Foot Asylum, innit?
Yeah.
They kind of copied the Sideman concept. You know, Sideman kind of does something similar.
Yeah, the 7 did. Yeah, I kind of watched. I kind of watched that. Do you know what I'm saying? That's actually quite good. I only watched one series though, but yeah, it's good. But I only Big Brother. I used to watch Big Brother when I was younger, but not anymore.
Since they put it on ITV, I've not watched a single one. So
I remember when Bear was on there. When you was younger, do you ever remember Bear? You remember Bear on there, and he was banging a bird on Big Brother, and then they got his girlfriend to come in, and she was crying her eyes out, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? That's a humiliation ritual right there.
Stephen Bear, yeah. I used to watch HEATS on the beach, bro. He was on that before Big Brother. He's just a man. He's a wrong'un as well, but he's a
wrong'un, bro. So,
he
ain't right in the end. You ever watch Geordie Shore?
No.
I've seen.
I know it was lit back in the day, but I actually didn't.
You know what I'm saying? Mate, there's always that funny
clip. Is this true?
What?
I'll message him now. Big up Ashley. Ashley seems to know all of that, the info, but he said CV was up and back, then looked in, but declined.
Yeah, he told me this before. Apparently, him and Tyreek are friends, in it, and he said that locked in, but they declined it. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. You have to ask him. You have to ask him. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, man, back to footy talk. Who's getting top 4 now or top 5? Do you reckon you get it? Ahead of Chelsea, because you said we're locked in. You reckon we get it?
You're getting third. For me, the top 3 go, unfortunately, but Arsenal, City, United. But ask me at 10 p.m. tonight, because if Arsenal drop points, I genuinely think they'll brick it. If they win at Brentford, it's a big win, man, because Brentford ain't. But then again, we said this about Leeds. Leeds have only lost twice at home. They smoked Leeds. Brentford have
actually
go on.
Relegation scrap. Who's getting relegated and why is it going to be Spurs?
Let me quickly do my top 5 though. But as it stands, it will change because the Premier League predict.
Yeah. You change every week, innit?
I'm going United as it stands. Next week I'll probably have a different answer. United 3rd, Chelsea 4th, Villa 5th, Liverpool 6th. As it stands, I don't have faith in this coach, but
you don't.
Yeah, because sometimes we'll have a big win against Sunderland and probably lose against Forest. We're just too.
I need you to. I think you will lose against Forest as well. I think you will lose Forest.
Do you know what? I think we're more likely to beat. Someone tweeted me this, and I was like, "You're right." I think we knocked Brighton out of the FA Cup this weekend. We beat Forest, then we'll probably lose against West Ham at Anfield because we got them soon, and they're fighting for their life. We're just very Spursy at the moment. But obviously, we're not Spurs, we're Liverpool. But to get relegated,
you're very Liverpool before Klopp.
Yeah, you could feel that.
You're back to where you're not originally.
Liverpool, the early 2010s, the early 2010s Liverpool. But I think relegated. I think Wolves and Burnley are cert. But I think it's similar to the top. You see how there's four clubs fighting for all 3 positions. It's a bit tired back down there. I think you've got.
Brighton and Palace are only 1 point above Leeds and 2 points above Leeds. They could get dragged into it as well.
I think they'll be all right. I think both of them will be all right. I think there's 3 places fighting for 17th spot. I think West Ham, Spurs, and Forest. I think how you're seeing it now, it will be the battle. I think Leeds will do enough. Daniel Fart's got them playing very good. Leeds will do enough.
Brighton and Palace is ridiculous.
Say that again.
Their form's ridiculous.
Exactly, and there's no shame in losing to Arsenal as well.
And they lost to Newcastle and Arsenal in the last 11. Other than that, they've played you twice and drew both times.
When he made, because Don was saying that I didn't watch that game because it was a 3 p.m. game. Don watched it. He said Daniel Farke was just being a cow because he made a few subs that he shouldn't have made, and then he reverted back to what he'd been doing. And Arsenal were finding it a bit tougher to.
Arsenal have their number in it. I think they beat them 5-0 as well at the start of the season. Do you know what I'm saying? They just have their number in it.
Yeah, I think Goka's debut Premier League goal.
Do you reckon? What did you say? You reckon Spurs get relegated?
I think they finished 17th. They finished 17th last year, innit?
I think they get relegated. So who do you think goes down? Because it'll be Forest or West Ham, I'm presuming. Well, they're the only other 2 teams because Burnley ain't going to stay up, are they?
Wolves and Burnley and Wolves are dead cert to go down, in my opinion. I think Forest go down. And you see Wolfie tears.
Oh, we'll be there.
You know what? Touchline. I never used to mind Forest. Big up Wolfie.
Tell him. Yeah. I never used to care about Forest. I never used to even know they existed.
Touchline. Did you hear Wolfie the back end of last season? In fact, he's from January.
I've been on a show with the guy and he's sitting there going, Oh, what you started supporting Man United in 2011, 2 years after the glory years, bruv. You last time you saw a major trophy, bruv. You were in secondary school. You've got grey hair now. Do you get what I'm saying?
Oh my god, I didn't even factor this in.
Big up have Europa.
Forest have Europa as well.
I do think Forest will. I think Spurs go down. Spurs go down. Have you seen Spurs' pictures?
I don't want them. Yeah,
do you want me to read you Spurs? Yeah, I saw your tweet. It came on my thing. Yeah, hold on.
Yeah.
Tottenham.
What is your Twitter, bro? What actually?
It's touchdown facts, but it's just got no profile picture, bro. It's just no profile. I'll follow you and then you follow me back on it. But it's just like I tweet sometimes. But Tottenham, Arsenal at home this weekend. That's not next weekend. Sorry, that's a loss. Then they got Fulham away. Maybe a draw, maybe a loss, maybe a win. Don't know. Palace at home, probably a draw. Liverpool away, loss. Forest at home, 6-pointer. Sunderland away. Tottenham, Brighton, they're losing that. Wolves away, they'll probably win that. That'll probably be their one win. Villa away, their last 4 games. Villa away, Leeds at home, 6-pointer. Chelsea away, they never win against Chelsea ever, home or away. And Everton at home. And Everton's away form's really good.
Wait. Yeah, because I thought you said Everton. They have to go to Everton. They actually beat Everton 3.
It's going to be 40 points, I think, to save this. You know, like how it used to be 40 points. I think it's going to be 40 points this season to save it.
Yeah,
and I think West Ham they're building form, man. Do you know what I'm saying? And do you know what it is? Do you know what I like about? Do you know what I think about it as well? Yeah, when we played West Ham the other night, they were up for it. They knew this meant something. Do you get what I'm saying? They have to be up for it. It's a big game. Man United are in town and stuff like that.
They're going to be like that for every game now. And
that's what I'm saying. Tottenham won't. Their atmosphere was dead. I watched them against Newcastle first half because obviously the same. I was at E15 in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, they were dead.
Who do you think they'll appoint? Who do you think they'll appoint as interim?
Apparently, they're going to get that Heitinga, the guy that almost got Ajax relegated. He almost got Ajax relegated in the Eredivisie.
You know what, PFC, big up, but I'm not taking Somerville. We were actually linked with him, but he's playing very good now. But I'm not going to do recency bias. Like his IQ isn't the best. He'll run the ball off the pitch often. Yeah. He's a good player, but maybe for a mid-table Premier League. We were actually linked with him. 2 summers ago, and even then I didn't want him. But he's playing very well at the moment. Very well.
I think he's a decent player. I want Barcola on the left wing. I've been sold on Barcola.
You know what, Touchdown? I never really rated him, but the more I watch
technical though. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like people say things, his end products and that, but I'm watching them. I'm like, bro, this guy is
like, because I'll be honest, because I only watched him Champions League, and again, he wasn't really starting too tough. Like, this guy's not all that. But whenever I watch PSG, it's like his end products got better. Like, do you know what I mean? So, yeah, like, I would take Barco down. We're heavily, bro. Out of all of the Premier League teams, we've probably had the strongest links to him.
Yeah, no, honestly, Barcola, bro. Every time I watch him, I'm like, do you know, this guy's actually a good player. You know, like I don't know, some play. You know, like, same with Sesko. Sesko was one of a bad rep coming into the league. Oh, he's not technical. Everything that Gyökeres is, they said Sesko was.
That finish, I don't think people realize how difficult that finish was.
Bro, he scored, like, I think every goal he scored is apart from one, I think it's been one touch finishes for United.
Yeah, because even the one the other day, the winner, who was it against again?
Fulham. That wasn't one touch. That wasn't one touch.
No, but still, the touch to kill it, swivel and put it top.
The finish was unbelievable.
I've been saying, even when Gyökeres and Sesko were both getting linked to each club, and at a point people thought Gyökeres would go to United and Sesko will go to Arsenal. I said, look, if you're gonna go off finishing, I can only go off their past season. Gyökeres is the better striker, but he's not better than Sesko as a football. Like all of the fundamentals and whatnot. But Sesko's got better than him. 100%.
Spurs ain't gonna get Maresca. They wouldn't work. He already fell out of Chelsea's board. He wouldn't do well. Spurs don't do well with Italian managers.
Who do you think they get?
I think. One second. I think it'll be. It might be that hating guy. But I think what Jay said, Hotspur Cave said that Italians just don't like Spurs. Remember Chiellini and Conte? It's the Italy of the dog now. Yeah, so the Italians just don't like Spurs. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know. So I don't think Maresca will go there. But what's called
Ryan Mason?
I blame. I can't.
Ryan Mason will go back there and have another stint.
Even if he does, then they're going to go down, bro. They're honestly going to go down. Like, I'm not even telling them. I actually think they might go down. I'm going to see the Fulham game and stuff. The next 4 games. If they don't win any of those 4 games, say they get 1 point in the next 4, which is likely, I'm saying they're going down. Because I think West Ham are having a resurgence. West Ham feel together. You know,
West Ham said
they mentally
and even their striker, Castellanos or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I said, right? I said it on Midday Live about a month ago. I said Bowen will be the reason they stay up. Bowen's actually now getting help. He doesn't even have to do. He doesn't even have to do too much anymore. That Castellanos guy, Somerville playing out of his skin. Oh my god! And look, you know the Fernandez player from Southampton they bought. I remember last season, yeah, we played
He's techie,
them,
you know.
bro. He bossed our midfield. I remember Salah. You could say we got arguably a fortunate penalty and whatnot, but we beat them 3-2 away at Southampton, which was a game we had to win. Fernandez bossed our midfield. He is a quality player. For me, he's even better than a West Ham. But you know, one thing about West Ham, you know, like they always like to buy these players that shouldn't really be at their club, but they just go to West Ham. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll get players that you're like, hold on, you can do better than West Ham. Like the Paquetas. For me, that Fernandez, Bowen, like, do you know? Actually, no. But Bowen at the time was coming from Championship, so
yeah, but he probably should have left by now. Like how good he's been. Do you know what I'm saying? But
even
yeah,
like Abido, like you lot were heavily linked with him, and you're like, then he goes West Ham.
I'm glad we didn't get him though. We got Yana Euro instead.
West Ham, do they pay big wages? Because they slightly have pull. They get players that are better than their club, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
they've
got a big stadium in it. They actually got a big fan base, by the way. West Ham. They do have a big fan base. They probably got a bigger fan base than Man City.
The older generation say West Ham won the World Cup in it because 4 of their players were like the main players in the England team.
Bobby Charlton won the World Cup, mate. He won the Ballon d'Or that year. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he did, didn't it? 66.
Yeah. If Spurs get relegated, you get a discount on Van der Ven. That's true. This is true as well. Barcola, if he fixes their missed chances, he will explode. And even his GA is not bad, but I know it's French. You know he still gets double. I think goals and assists.
The only thing that's going to be a bit disappointing for him, I see a TikTok. France's attacking options for the World Cup, by the way, are joke. He might miss out, regardless how well he plays.
Yeah, he will miss out. Because Mbappe, mate, dictate, what's it called? What are they calling him? Mbappe Jong-un or something like that? I don't know. King Jong Mbappe or something like that. Yeah, dictator Mbappe's already put out the front 3 on his Instagram story. He put Dembele, Thuram, and Mbappe. I swear down, he put it on his Instagram story.
Thuram?
Yeah, he wants Thuram as a striker. No, Thuram's trash, but he wants he likes a striker that's big and hold up play, innit? Thuram's first touch is terrible.
Don keeps laughing at me, because it's mirrored. Am I pointing at you right now?
No, you're not. You're pointing the other way. I know. I always do that myself.
At you now
you're pointing at me. I'm pointing at you now. But if I got it like that, I'm saying.
I think I mirrored my camera because to me it looks like I'm pointing at. Yeah.
It always does it to me. Yeah. I don't think Dallow's a scapegoat in this fan base, by the way, Dave. I know you're trolling me because you put laughing emojis, but Dallow. He wasn't even that bad against West Ham. He just had bad crossing. But at the end of the day, I don't blame anyone for their crossing because Carrick should have started Sesko, which I was staying a week. And if he started Sesko, we would have won that game. That finish, as you were saying. I blame Lee Gunner, yeah? I blame Lee Gunner, yeah, for Sesko's rep. Because I trusted Lee Gunner's opinion on Sesko, even though I didn't really watch him that much. I watched him at the Euros, which, to be fair, he wasn't good at the Euros. He missed a few chances, stuff like that. Yeah, now I watched him, bro. I remember that Sunderland performance at home. Yeah, bro, 1-touch finishes. Yeah, and he's technically good as well. He's got a decent pass on him, got decent control. Do you get what I'm saying? Definitely needs to work on things. Definitely needs confidence. He's confident. He doesn't believe in himself as much. He needs to realize that he's the guy. Once he realizes he's the Don, yeah, bro, this guy is bagging bare goals.
Watch that. I'll say not on Never Foul. I said it on the Terrace. I said it on Midday Live. I said in the summer, for me, United are getting the better footballer. Arsenal are getting the better striker. Now I even changed that. I think United have the better striker and footballer in Sesko.
Yeah. So bro, if Sesko was in Arsenal, if they actually got him, we were mocking him at the time. If they actually got him, I swear down, he'd be on 12 or 13 league goals right now.
But touchdown, remember, Gyökeres is a club signing. He's a Andrea Berta signing. Arteta wanted Sesko.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And it's evident. That's why there's some games you're like, oh my god, Gyökeres isn't starting. Arteta loves a 9 who can link play that can drop in the pockets. This is why Ekitike, João Pedro, players of this ilk would have been a Sesko would have been perfect for him. He likes players that are clinical but can also link to play. That's why look, Havertz is injured again, by the way. I know it's not long term, but he
no, but they say it's not long term. I think the first one was originally not long term,
and then he got injured again, innit?
So you don't know.
But that's why he loves Havertz. The minute Havertz was fit, he gave him like. I don't think he started him much, but he started
put him in a 10 as well. He played quite well with Gyökeres. He linked quite well with Gyökeres, you know.
Listen, I know this is an unpopular opinion, Touchdown, but I've always liked Havertz from Chelsea days. I remember me and Don were arguing who's better, him or Jackson, and a lot of people sided with Don at the time. But I'm like, Havertz is. Will he win you the league? No. Is he clinical? No. But like at linking stuff, he's always been that. I always say he scored a goal against Chelsea. Chelsea fans in the chat, Ashley will remember. At Newcastle, against Newcastle at the bridge, but the ball comes over from him, he kills it dead and he lobs it over.
Oh yeah, that goal. I remember that. Jorginho assist in it.
Literally, touchline. There's a handful of players that can do that. Like when people say he's a bad player, is he a good striker to take you to the league? No, I'm not going to be deluded and be like, Havertz winning the league because it's evident he hasn't been able to. But is he a bad footballer? He's not, man. He's not. This is why I think people do a bit too much when it comes to Kai Havertz.
I know you've got to go soon, innit? But Sesko,
I can do about to quarter past.
All right, cool. Yeah, Sesko. Yeah, I can't lie. He's proved me wrong already, mate. And I think I said I want 10 or 12 goals from him at the start of the season in the league. I think he'll get 10 or 12 goals. I think he's on 6 right now in the league.
In the league?
Yeah, he's on 6.
He hardly starts for you, look.
Yeah, he's played less than 12 90s for United. And bearing in mind, some of those games have been against. Remember, some of those games have been against what other game did he play? He played City at the Etihad. When we got banned 3-0 at the Etihad, he played that. He started the whole game for that game. Stuff like that. He's played.
If Sesko gets double digits in the Premier League, if he just hits 10 goals, that's a successful first season. I'm sorry because his game is relative to the minutes he's played.
Yeah,
that's very. I thought he was on about 2 or 3 league goals. 6 goals.
2 or 3. He scored 2 against Burnley himself.
Wait, so how many starts did he had off the top of your head?
Even the starts, he's probably only like 14. He started against Chelsea when we got 10. Remember when they got 10 men and we beat them, and he got subbed off at half time because we got 10 men. So there's been a few starts that have been a bit thingy, but I mean I can check right now on the Premier League app, but it's probably only like 13 or 14. Like genuinely, he's not started many games. He doesn't start many games because sometimes at the start of the season as well, when he got signed, the first 3 games he didn't start because he was on the bench against Fulham, Arsenal, and Burnley.
And he got injured for you lot as well. Or am I going mad? I swear he got injured.
Yeah, he did get injured. I think for like 2 months.
Yeah,
2 months. Hold on. What's it called? Players. Benjamin Sesko. But yeah, his like numbers his goal to minute ratio is quite good, I imagine. Really good, probably.
It has to be because whenever I check your lineup, he's not starting, even under Amorim. Like he was rarely starting.
He started 10 games. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know that. He started 10 games, got 6 goals, 1 assist.
Yeah, I can't lie. If he gets to 10 goals and he continues not to start, that's a good see. Because you know what I hate about modern day football fans, Touch, yeah? People will say, how many goals you get, how many games? But I always say to people, stop making this mistake because you could play 20 games, but you might have only started 4 of them. Do you know what I mean? You might have been a sub in the upper 16, and then you have to do minutes to goal ratios. I think that's the fair way of looking at it.
And he has missed a lot of easier chances as well that if with a bit more confidence and experience, he would score. I know the one against Tottenham, if you watch the game, just at the end of the game, there's so much time to just take it down. And he headed it. You know what I'm saying? Like you
said, he could have brought that down. Because it's like, let's say a striker plays 20 games in the league. He only starts 2 of them. But the 18 he's a sub, the 18 games he gets subbed on, they're only like the last 10 minutes of each game. Like, you'd have to be a super sub to get like a good goal to game ratio.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Do you remember? I think you'll remember because you're good. Even though you might have not been old enough, you're good at your history. Do you remember a player called Adam Lafondra for Reading?
No.
Every time he got off the bet, type in Adam Lafondra, he was known.
Do you know who our super sub was? Obviously, he had Solskjaer now. Yeah, Chicharito. Yeah. Bare times, 10, 11, 12, 13. This guy was scoring double-digit goals. I swear down, bro.
I hated him.
And he went on loan at Madrid as well, and he banged at Madrid. He was cold.
Yeah.
That's what he. Do you know what? Cunha's the more rounded footballer, but that's what Cunha reminds me of. Do you get what I'm saying? Just a small, erratic forward. Do you get what I'm saying? That just gets around, can score goals from any angle. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
he would score. He would be in such a awkward angle or position, and it's just in the back of the net.
Bro, oh my god, he was cold, bro. I loved him. We all loved Chicharito. Chicharito. Yeah, I was saying. But Sesko's number, I thought he started like 13 or 14 games. 6 goals in 10 starts. Now I've just looked at that. I'm going to be pushing some propaganda this week. Do you guys? So I'm going to push.
I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you
because that finish was cold.
If you look, I don't want to compare strikers, but João Pedro and Ekitike are both on 10, and they started way more games.
Right.
Yeah,
I can't lie. Ekitike had a stinker, man. Yesterday, stinker.
Yeah, and even against City.
Yeah.
Because do you know what? Do you know what? Yeah, I think it's just a different form. But do you know what's why it's not concerning? I think concerning is the wrong word, but like it's getting highlighted more. You know, because he's not scored in like the big games, but differences in all them games he didn't get GA. You know, you probably saw it doing around on Twitter. He was still linking play. He was still making himself known. But recently, he's not been scoring or assisting, and even his link up and like his industry hasn't really been there. But it will come again, bro. I kept saying when Ekitike was banging in all them goals, they're like, "Oh, he's better than Isaac," and I kept saying, "Calm down, like."
Yeah, same.
Difference is Isaac. He's had 2 big seasons in the Premier. He's had 2 back-to-back 20-goal seasons. We know, like, he's more of the finished article. Ekitike is still quite raw, and a lot of fans say, "Oh, why are you being negative?" I'm not being negative. He's a class player. I think he's going to go on to scary levels. I think he can be as good as he wants to be. But at the moment,
is scary.
scary. But at the moment, we just have to be honest. He is still quite raw and he misses a lot of chances. Because you know my thing with Ekitike, right? It's not that he's not even scoring, but against City, you need to at least hit the target. Yesterday, you at least need to hit the target. But to be fair, Frankfurt fans did tell us he's not that good in the air. He isn't that good in the air.
Yeah, he hasn't really scored the easier chances as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's an eye test thing as well. I think I actually wanted João Pedro at United anyways, like before.
I love João Pedro. I think he's such a
good. But I think it's like I actually think that Sesko's probably a better in the box finisher than both of them. In the box.
Finisher. I can actually hear that, bro. What about João Pedro and Ekitike have over like a Sesko? They might pick it up from deep and then bang it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Eye test thing, innit?
Literally, if you look at a lot of Ekitike and João Pedro's like highlight reel, they score bangers. Like, but the easier chances they won't put away. But if you look at like their highlight reel, Ekitike and João Pedro have scored wonderful goals where Sesko gets more of your poachers goals. Do you know what I mean?
No, they shouldn't have. They should have points deducted for judgments.
You know what? M16 said something earlier, and I I acknowledged it, but sometimes when we're speaking, you don't want to ruin the conversation. But M16, you said something that's spot on. If Slot stays to the end of the season and we don't get Champions League football, you're right. The energy can't be on Slot. He can't sack himself. It will have to be on who's Edwards and Billy Hogan and whatnot. So I agree with you with that, bro. I definitely agree.
Yeah. Listen, Sesko's quality, man. I think I said 10 to 12 goals in his first season in the league. And I think next season you go try and get 18 to 20. You got to go now, innit?
Yeah, I got to go. But well, quickly, just before I go, what are you saying about Mbeumo? Because I think Sesko probably should have come on earlier.
No, I would have started him with Sesko. That's what I was saying all week.
Yeah,
you have to start Sesko.
Mbeumo being your 9 against West Ham, who are just going to stink it out. It didn't really make too much sense for me, yeah.
He needs to, but hopefully he'll now go like, all right, cool. And Mbeumo don't really work well against those blocks. You're playing Mbeumo on the right, or you play because there's no one to cross the ball to, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? There's no one to cross the ball to. So, and as soon as you cross the ball, we had Xerxes who missed a header just wide of the post, and you had Sesko who scored an absolute. I mean, I watched that finish back the next day. I was like, raw, that was a ridiculous goal. Like, you can deep at the time because it's an equaliser. You're like, go get the ball, pick it up, go for another one. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you realise when you watch it back how good of a finish that goal was. Do you know what I'm saying?
But for me, my favourite Sesko goal at the moment, the time he did it, it was a winner. The pressure, you needed that win. The goal against, when I saw that, obviously, when he scored, I started punching the air because obviously I don't like Crumble in the battle. But I'm a football fan first. I can appreciate good football. The way he killed that dead, swiveled and put it top bins, what a goal. What a goal. That was a very good goal, man.
Oh, yeah. No, I agree. That is true. When he was in the Bundesliga, he did score similar goals that you're talking about.
He loved this goal. You know, the Leipzig comps, they always put this one in, like one of the first goals.
Bro, have you seen the goal he scored? I think it's for Sweden, where the ball comes over the top and he bangs it on his weak foot. Yeah. I swear that I can't lie. Yeah. Like, I don't know why I never rated him, bro. I should have watched him more because that goal was ridiculous. Do you get what I'm saying?
This is why I touched on. Sometimes you just have to do your own research because
I always said you can't judge off.
Because what I will say with Leipzig though, each year he was scoring less. It went from like 16 to 14 to like 12. But when I watched him, the way he holds it up, his technical ability, he's good, man. He's good.
Yeah, I want Barcola now. So I want to dribble in left winger. That Diamande guy is apparently really good as well. Had a great assist last night. Got chalked off, but he had 8 dribbles completed against Bayern.
They played Bayern yesterday, didn't
it? Yeah. He had 8 dribbles completed against Bayern. But yeah, we're gonna wrap up because I know you got to go. We're gonna redirect over to Never a Foul. So make sure you hit Never a Foul with a touchline raid, people. Big up to everyone in the chat. Romz, what you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, so on the channel, I think we had AJ Knows Bald, the United fan. He's at the moment, I can't be on
saw you. I think I saw you on a podcast with David as well. I don't know what podcast it was.
Yeah, that's
David
our one. ETL.
Is he on your one as well?
Yeah, we do it on the because I know you've been doing shows with him on Kaz's channel.
Yeah,
big up David every time. But yeah, but at the moment, the next couple of months, I can't be in the podcast. But yeah, every Wednesday 7 p.m. dropping new episodes, and also Denzel, like he's one of the main guys who runs the channel. He also went to the AFCON and he's done a little documentary, so that's out there now. I think it came out last night at 7, or it comes out tonight. But head over to Football Verbal, like and subscribe there, and yeah, man, there's a lot of content coming out over there.
Yeah, big up, man. Do you want me to say it's back to Thursday 3 p.m. next week, yeah?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. Thursday 3 p.m. Back to
Thursday 3 p.m. Every Thursday 3 p.m. People, make sure you lot are here for me and Romz weekly show, and we're hitting Never a Foul touchdown raid. I'm out, people. Bless up to Hasib, Mali, M16, Nems, Adam, everyone that's like, comment, and subscribed, all that good stuff. I'm out, people. Peace.
Yeah.